Good morning, OCS followers. This is the morning of our Cultural Arts Fair and Science Festival, or vice versa, depending on who you ask. We are upstairs in the OCS auditorium, and we're about to go through the gallery and ask some of our artists and creators about the things that they have created. Let's go. I am here with Gabby, one of our middle schoolers. Gabby, can you tell us about this art project that y'all did?
Okay, so I did this and I did this one. Okay, basically this is about faith. Says in Hebrews 11:1 that, for example, face God because He's the only way to turn on life. You are so confident because face what's going to happen and you know that it's going to happen. And this one is a Bible. Is, for example, the main themes of a Bible, like love, how Jesus died, resurrection, how Jesus resurrect, and the sin of the world. Yeah.
I'm here with one of our second graders. Can you tell us about the art project behind you? What did you do?
We made chameleons. It's like our school
Mascot.
mascot. So we made chameleons, all different colors.
Can you point to which one is yours?
This one.
Now I'm here with one of our third graders. He's going to tell us about the art on this wall. So, buddy, can you tell us what was this art project about?
This one?
Sure, you can tell us about that one. Make sure to hold the mic close to your mouth.
I borrowed my mom's phone, and then I here was the phone, and I saw it and then copy it. But I added this flower.
Wow. I found another third grader. Can you please tell us about these artworks on this side in the gallery?
This is mine.
Oh, that one's yours. All right. Can you read us that sheet over there that gives the description?
What happens when Mr. Fun Teacher is absent? Questioning words take over, and then the real fun begins. Comes the following project. Words controller description challenge. Wow, a friend saw a weird creature and they are trying to describe it to you. Take up to the margin of the paper and draw a creature describing below. Be sure to fully color the creature and add a backward if you like. It had a huge triangle-shaped head with 4 eyes and large round nose and a smiling mouth with lots sharp teeth. On top of its head were 2 little pointy ears. It had a large oval-shaped body. It had 4 long wiggly striped arms and 2 short legs. His feet were rather large.
One of our first graders is going to join me for this wall exhibit. Can you tell us what this art project was?
Yes. It's about... Can I read it?
Sure, you can read some of that.
Okay. Finger
On the sublime
art of
finger
finger painting. Finger painting that most tactile and
primordial
must
artistic
artistic and of artistic practice.
It seems like Mr. Fun Teacher used a lot of hard words. Do you think so?
Yes.
Can you tell us what it was like to paint these? And what are these? Are they chameleons or a different animal?
These are chameleons.
They're chameleons. Can you point to which one you made?
Wait. Wait.
Awesome. It's a beautiful creation. Thanks for being here today. Another of our first graders are here to tell us about this art project. So, tell me, what was art class? What did you make in art class this day?
We make chameleons, and we put branches on the bottom so they look. We put some brown paper and some green paper, to make it like they're in a tree.
Okay, so like living in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you point to which one you made? It's beautiful. Thank you. We got one of our seniors here. Hopefully you've seen him in some of our recent posts and pictures. And he took art. What quarter did you take art?
Second quarter. I think it was second quarter.
All right, tell us about this art project of yours behind us.
So we had one of my friends from last year. He was my teacher, and he taught me about like shading and stuff like that. So we pretty much had the options to like pick one person and draw them. So we have that girl. I picked that girl, and then from that I did the sketch. And from that was like the first idea, and we were like, okay, so we want to improve it for today, right? So then we had more time to like make it better, make it nice, and at the end I got this piece of art at the end, but it took a lot of.
So this year we had a Dyes and Fiber elective, which is a new one for OCS. I have one of our 9th graders here. Can you tell us what was this art project you did in Dyes and Fibers?
So this is a Western dye. It's like what is mostly known as a spiral. Like whenever you do like dyes, like mostly a lot of people do that, like tie dye.
Mm-hmm.
But this is actually called the Western dye, which like you twist it around. You can do it in more than 1 or 2 spots. So yeah.
That's awesome. Do you know any of the other types of tie-dye that people did on this wall?
This one is ice dyeing right there. Like you scrunch it up, you put like dye powder on there, and like you let the ice melt with the dye, and it makes that cool design.
All right, I've got a sophomore here with us who's going to tell us about some of the work she did in, this was also the Dyes and Fibers elective,
Yes,
right?
the
Okay.
Dyes and Fibers.
Tell us what you did.
So for this project, we used beeswax to trace a drawing we had made. And then after that, we used dyes to dye the fabric. And the beeswax like helps it to not blend in with the other colors. And so, yeah, and then, yeah.
That's so cool. I see you have a couple pieces up here. Which one do you think is your favorite that you made?
Probably this one and this one. Yeah, those are my favorite.
I have one of our juniors here. She is going to tell us about the sewing elective she took first quarter. Can you tell us about that project first?
Yeah, so the first thing we did is we made these little patches and then we embroidered a little bit. My things didn't overlap too well and I've been using it, so like there's wear and tear. I promise it was nicer when I made it. But yeah, it's like a structured bag. There's a lining on the inside that you can't see, but yeah, it was really fun and I got to learn how to use a sewing machine.
Awesome. So practical skills. And then tell us about this you have another project on the other half of this area. What class was this for and what is it?
This was for Spanish class. They're haikus. And yeah, it was really fun making them.
Awesome. Would you mind reading us one of your haikus?
Sure. Calor me envuelve, una línea de hormigas, helado frío.
I've got one of our ninth grade geometry students here. Can you tell us what on earth is behind you?
Well, it's a piece of art that I had to do for geometry class, and it was a lot of symmetry and measurements that I took during free time I had.
Here we have some more geometry artwork and creations that different students made. I have our U.S. History junior senior teacher here. Naomi, can you tell us about what project did your students do for the Cultural Arts Festival?
Well, we have America Through the Lens. Here, our students explore a little bit of what happened in the 19th century, starting from World War I all the way to the Vietnam War. You can see like there is a replica of the Mother. Is the first tank that was created by the British, but later on America used it during the war too. Then we have the Roaring 20s and how society changed. That's why we also, from World War II, from Vietnam, the conflict, culture, and war a little bit. So just how it changed with them.
So one of our 10th graders does wood carving, right? And he actually didn't do this at school. This is a craft and art that he does on his own outside of school. Can you tell us a little bit about the creations you have here?
Yeah, it's called chip carving. It consists of carving with just a single knife and keeping a general 2D plane.
They're beautiful. Thanks for sharing.
And we have one young lady who is going to present on extra biblical sources and history about Jesus. And so she's going to share her PowerPoint that she did for the class on that. It's an excellent presentation. So we have good things in store.